Warning, this is a very controversial video that is based on my opinion. No opinion is right or wrong. That being said, do not get mad at me. This is my opinion, this is my video, and it's none of your concern who my favorite wrestlers and least favorite wrestlers are. Like I said, if you message me regarding this video, you will be blocked, and I will never speak to you or interact with you on Instagram or YouTube ever again. So take that into consideration while watching this video, or you can skip this video right now and watch something else. Thank you for your consideration. Enjoy the video. Welcome back to another video. Today's video will be my top 10 least favorite wrestlers. I did a similar video yesterday, only it was my top 5 favorite. You might be wondering why it's 5 and 10. That's because I hate a lot more wrestlers than the ones I like. I just think there's a lot of bad ones out there. So we have 10 wrestlers over here to my side over here, and I'm going to tell you why I don't like them. And, you know, things like that. So let's get into it. Alright, so at number 10 we have The New Day. These guys are pretty terrible. They only exist to entertain like 6-year-olds. So neither of them have any real talent besides Kofi. So if I were Vince McMahon, I'd fire these two or give Big E back to Dolph Ziggler as his bodyguard. But either way, Xavier Woods is out of here. Yeah, he just needs to leave. I'd push Kofi, give him back the Trunks look. I'd give him back this look, have him do that for a couple years, but they've been doing New Day for like 5 years, and it's just boring and cringeworthy every time I see them with a plate of pancakes or confetti or whatever. I just kind of want their promo to be over, so it goes on to the next person. But yeah, New Day, definitely number 10, but they are only number 10, so that really shows you how much I really don't like some of these other people on the list. Number 9, we have Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe is just, you know, he's overrated. He's just there to fill in matches. I mean, I just don't like him as a wrestler. He's not my wrestling style. He's just kind of there to fill in space between whatever. I mean, I don't think he's ever going to win any real championship like WWE or Universal or anything like that. Number 8, we have John Cena right here. John Cena, you know, you kind of have to hate him. I mean, he's probably the most overrated person in history, and I get that he's worked hard or whatever. Whenever you ask him a direct question, he will always give you the exact same answer. I mean, it's like, why didn't you let the Nexus win? And he's like, oh, you have to understand, in baseball, there's a baby and a heel, and I am the baby, and we have to win. It's the same answer every single time you ask him about any single person he's beat in order to keep them from growing in the company. It's the same exact thing. He goes, inside of baseball. Nah, nah, nah. That's exactly how John Cena sounds.
Explain your question to people who don't do the inside baseball.
This is just inside baseball.
But, I mean, he's John Cena, obviously. I like him a lot more than other people do. I guess I respect him or whatever. But, you know, he's funny. He has Roman Reigns syndrome, where he does the same 4 moves every single match, and just, you know, I'm kind of glad he's retired. But number 8 was John Cena. So let's get on to number 7. Number 7, we have Roman Reigns right here. I mean, Roman Reigns is just god-awful at this point. He's just the John Cena of this generation. And he's the big dog. And I'm like, that's kind of stupid. He does the same 3 moves every single time, and then does that ooh-ah thing where he screams or whatever. And I'm like, that's kind of wimpy. But, I mean, come on, man. Roman Reigns, I mean, he steals the spotlight much like John Cena, but not as well as John Cena did. I mean, I'd rather see John Cena win over Roman Reigns 20 times over before Roman Reigns beat John Cena. But, I mean, I liked him when he first started out at Survivor Series. I remember watching that and like, oh, this is so cool. But you can't, he's done the same thing since 2012. I mean, it's kind of awful. He needs to change up this. He needs to get rid of the vest and get like tights or something, and get some more moves or something. He's had this forever. At number 6, we have Kevin Owens right here. Kevin Owens is he's very overrated. He whines a lot. He complains on promos, you know, whatever. All of the people who like Kevin Owens are usually like the worst kind of people. His moves are, you know, like I said, awful. He's not in shape. You have to be like, in shape to be a wrestler. And I'm like, ugh, that's kind of stupid how he's not all buff yet. No, he's just kind of a lost cause. Number 5, we have Daniel Bryan right here. I've always hated Daniel Bryan. I just never liked his character. He does this stupid running knee thing, which would not, like, I don't know why that's even a finisher. That's the world's worst finisher. I mean, people like, that the whole yes, yes, yes thing was fun for like a week, and now it's just annoying, and I don't want to ever see it again. Just when he was with Kane, that was his best thing ever. His best whatever, anything he ever did in the company, that was the best thing he did. Was team up with Kane and go against Team Rhodes Scholars, and I think it was just Team Rhodes Scholars that they had to go beat. Maybe the Usos or something when they were still faces. He's too overrated. I just don't like him. I don't like his character. I don't like anything about him. I think WWE better off without Daniel Bryan in the company. Number 4, we have The Miz right here. The Miz has been insufferable ever since he joined the company. He used to be really douchey and weird with these like pants or whatever they used to wear, but I guess he's better now or whatever, but I still hate him. His promos are terrible. He's just a pompous jerk. My Miz is, actually good. He comes off as that person who like get mad at you for getting his Starbucks order wrong. If you went to Starbucks or something, that's the kind of personality thing he gives me. Number 3, we have possibly the most overrated superstar in history, and that would be AJ Styles. I cannot stand AJ Styles. I just think he's a subpar at best. He's a decent wrestler. His promos aren't very good. He does the same 2 moves that everyone else does, and everyone goes crazy or whatever. And he's just I just don't like AJ Styles. AJ Styles he's just so predictable. He's so predictable. I don't think his first year in the company he won WWE Championship when like many other people haven't had that opportunity who've been there forever. For instance, R-Truth should have won a championship by now or something like that. That lasted longer than like a week or a month or something. Rusev should be champion. Cesaro should be champion. I mean, even Kane in his later years should be champion. Corporate Kane or whatever. Just Fandango should be champion by now. It's just but of course AJ's the champion or whatever. I don't know. I don't like his character at all. He's just, I can't stand to watch him. His matches are boring and pointless. I just usually flip off to another channel when I see AJ Styles. Number 2, we have the most obnoxious male wrestler of all time, and that'd be Seth Rollins right here. Seth Rollins himself is a whiny turd who complains on Twitter, and that whole Seth freaking Rollins thing is just so stupid and weird, but he injures people all the time. He's like the world's worst wrestler, and he gets all this recognition. His curve stomp is stupid. Alberto and Dolph Ziggler do better curve stomps than he do, but that's his main move apparently. And it's so stupid. I mean, I can't give you any other words for it. Seth Rollins is overrated. He complains about not having any title shots, even though he's like the most overrated title person in history, and he's had like 4 championships in the last 3 years. This is stupid. His moves are terrible, his personality's terrible, his promos are terrible, his voice is annoying. I mean, I can't listen. I mean, you think The Miz was bad ordering Starbucks. This guy would probably call the manager. You might be wondering why he's number 2, but Seth Rollins is by far the worst wrestler of all time, the worst male wrestler of all time. And number 1, we have, and I'm not stressing this, every single women's wrestler of all time is my number 1. They have no talent. Their finisher moves are moves that men would do just to pass time in the match. I mean, like suplexes. If that's Bayley's finisher move, like a freaking suplex, really, that's kind of stupid. I mean, they're too small to do half the moves that the men can do. They can't get women over the ropes when they do Women's Royal Rumble, and it looks botched and stupid. Their submission moves suck and don't hurt. They whine. Their promos are terrible. You look like James Ellsworth. I mean, what even was that? This stupid. I hate that the women have to get everything now. They have to get that Money in the Bank thing. They have to get the tag team championships, even though there's like 2 women's tag teams. It's just, it's stupid and annoying. You wouldn't think that wrestling would be a girl's sport, but apparently it is, for some stupid reason. You think of wrestling, you automatically think it's a men's sport. It's a men's thing. It's a men's sport. It's been going on for men's for forever. I mean, I'm not against women in the wrestling business as like managers or like Vicky Guerrero. Even Renee Young is kind of I mean, I don't know why they put a women announcer on commentating. I just don't want. I don't want to hear a woman commentating on a men's sport. That's kind of stupid. But that was my top 10 least favorite or worst wrestlers of all time. Not even least favorite, just the worst wrestlers. I'm probably going to end up deleting this video. Follow my Instagram at Sinister Figures. I post figure content over there. HD photos. We got custom championships, news that are coming, eBay deals on my story that you might want to go get before they're gone, because I'm really good at getting those eBay deals. More videos are coming soon. Just, do all the basic YouTube, Instagram stuff. Follow, subscribe, whatever. And I'll see you later.